Hey guys, it's EOF Gizmo here. Welcome out to another episode of EOF Gizmo plays, reviews, rambles, all that kind of stuff. And today I am giving Blur a go on the Xbox 360. So this is going to be a little bit different to my last video. It's just kind of me playing. I'm going to play a couple matches of online and just see what the game's like. So Blur. Oh, this is the classic case of underrated, underappreciated video game. Blur came out about 2010, I think, 2009 perhaps. So according to the back of the case, let's go with 2009. By Bizarre Creations, who did the Project Gotham Racing series and a few other amazing driving games, to be honest with you. This is actually their last game. This is where it gets kind of tragic. So this game came out, was published by Activision. Obviously they were previously with Microsoft, I think, for PGR, so you know, it's always dangerous when you start driving. When you start being owned by Activision, as we all know. So this was by them. This was kind of like a Mario Kart for adults, I think it was kind of sort of positioned as. So as you can see from the gameplay, it's kind of got the sort of driving and graphic style of Project Gotham Racing, so like real cars. That's like I'm driving an Audi, for example. I think, wait a minute, you can drive Audis in Mario Kart, can't you? That's a bad example. Anyway, but obviously you get the power-ups, and it's all about sort of really cool arcade racing, sort of like, you know, just bashing the crap out of each other, and it's really cool. It's a really fun game. Like, and that's kind of the sort of sadness, I think, because this is legitimately a fun game. I personally think it was just before its time. So like, I think if this came out today on Xbox One or PS4 as like a downloadable, like 20 quid, like I legitimately think it would be, you know, it's, you know, Rocket League's really popular. Like a game like this could be so popular, but sadly that's not what happened. So I'm going to talk about this game a little bit more. It's just good. Like, it plays really nice. So I'm playing it on the 360 at the minute. I really like the arcade driving style. I really liked Midnight Street Racer, Metropolis Street Racer, and Project Gotham Racer by Bizarre Creations. This plays just like those games, so if you like those games, like you'll like this game. The power-ups were very similar to Mario Kart, so you've got like healing items, you've got like your green shell, your blue shell, that kind of thing. You've got like the lightning, which is cool, which kind of gives you like stage hazards, which you kind of get more in the back. It's got rubber banding and stuff as well, which obviously, you know, all these games kind of need rubber banding. But it was very balanced. Like, for example, like I'm playing at the minute, I am ranked 1. I think everyone else is ranked 50, so I'm getting pretty hard caned. But it's, you know, it's not because it's unbalanced, it's just because I'm not very good. Like, I haven't played the game, and I think, you know, the more I play it, the better I'll get, which is cool. Like, it's just fun. Another great thing about this, it's got absolutely tons of content. So there is 55 licensed tracks, which is, you know, 55 licensed cars, sorry, which is really good. All with damage engines, which again is something you didn't really get at the time. So like Forza has a little bit of a damage engine, but like Gran Turismo didn't, so that's cool. It's got 8 different power-ups. It's got 20-player multiplayer. It's got 4-player split screen, which is awesome. Like, this is a 2009-2010 game. Like, split screen was like a no thing at that time. Like, it's even less now, but 4-player split screen. Obviously, it's got like online leaderboards, it's got like online servers and stuff. And you could like mod your car, and you could like change the color and all this kind of stuff. And it was fun. Like, it was really interesting. Everything links in together. So you'll see at the end of this race, it's got what they call the fan system, which is essentially the kudos system from Project Gotham Racing. Basically, every time you do an action or whatever, you would keep some points, and then the points would add up to like your rank, and then the higher rank you got, the better cars you got, the better multiple of those cars you got. So it's, you know, it was good. It was like a game today, you know. It's got all that inclusive stuff, and that's sort of like, it's kind of I don't know what else to say about it. Like, you know, it's such a travesty that this did not do well. Like, I don't think it did a million. Like, I went on the leaderboards after I finished recording this, and I think I was like in the top 400,000. Like, and I've only played like 2 races, so it might, you know, it definitely didn't do well on Xbox 360. At least I don't know about PS3 because I don't have that version. PC version was very heavily pirated. Like, I was able to get a pirated version, like just for, you know, anecdotal reasons. Like, I was able to get one at loading pretty quick in like 10 minutes. So that's quite disappointing. You know, I guess that's the era of games we live in. But the 360 version is still great. The sort of main reason I'm playing this actually, because a friend of mine loves it, so I was like, okay, he loves it, so I'll give it a go. You know, I played the beta back in the day when it was coming out. Like, I think there were quite a few people that played the beta actually, but for whatever reason just didn't buy the game. I think Final Fantasy 13 might have been out around the same time, which I know was a terrible game, but like, you know, when I was a student at the time, you got £40 to buy one game. That was the game I went for. I wish I'd gone for this because this is so much better. So, like, a couple of YouTubers talk about, like, Metal Jesus Rocks talks about it. It deserves its hidden gem moniker, it really does. So the other reason I'm playing is because the online servers appear to be back. My friend that plays it a lot is convinced they went down, which I remember reading about. So, you know, cool. And then all of a sudden it's back up. I think there's about 20 people playing right now. It's what, 5 o'clock UK time. So it's not a prime time. Like, you want to play like later at night when the Americans are on, because generally speaking, that's the Xbox 360 crowd is very American heavy. So like these type of games, just you're not going to get a lot of players this time. So, but yeah, I played, like I said, I played 2 races to record this. I got into a game really quick. I got into a full lobby really quick. There's a little bit of lag at the end of this race, but like not a lot at all really. Again, I've got like an old 360, so I've got the arcade 360 with the white wireless adapter, which is horrendous. Like I better get a bar, like maybe, I don't know, 10 yards, 15 yards from where my wireless box is. I've got really good internet connection as well in this flat, so my 360 is kind of on the dying, and I haven't, again, was able to play the game, not a problem. Same with TNA, I was able to play that yesterday as well, not a problem. But yeah, Blur. It's cool. So I picked this game up for £5 on Amazon. I really recommend it. Like I would put this in. Like, if I was going to give it a rank, I would give it like an 8. Like, it is really so much fun. The single player is really good. There's a lot of stuff in the single player. It's that typical play to unlock kind of thing. But it's quite interesting. There's some polish there. I would get this for multiplayer. Like, even now, like, I know there's only like 20, 30 people playing. You're going to get 2 or 3, 4 games with that. Like, if you get a group of your friends, like if I can get, say, 4 of my friends want to play this online, and then when I get people down, you better believe I'm playing full player split screen. Like, that's just cool. Like, it's Mario Kart, but it's not Mario Kart. Like, if you are put off by the sort of Mario part of Mario Kart, you know, like, which is fair. Like, I know a lot of people that didn't grow up with Nintendo or just don't enjoy that art style and the way that game sort of looks and plays, then this is totally a really, really good alternative. And again, the second this ever becomes Xbox One backwards compatible, for example, oh god, I can see this game being very popular. I'm actually very surprised Activision haven't done it, because I legitimately could see this game really taking off and probably doing better now than it did when it came out. To be honest, like it's just one of those games that you compare to Rocket League and places like that, and you go, oh man, they just don't make arcade races. This would do really well. So yeah, that's kind of like my weird ramble thoughts on Blur. As you can see from the footage, I'm really not very good at the moment. I'm totally going to revisit this and do like another better video, like maybe in a few weeks or months when I actually know what I'm talking about. Like maybe go into a bit more depth to like a proper review or whatever. But yeah, I just thought I'd play a few games, have a bit of a ramble, and yeah. So thank you for listening to my ramblings. I'll leave the footage up till the end of this race, just 'cause it's quite amusing seeing me just get railed on and desperately trying to catch up. I say the rubber banding's okay, but it's not amazing. It's okay. It's just, you know, I was so far behind at this point. Like, you'll see me just pop off every single thing, which I believe there's it's got the worms thing that gives you like rankings at the end. So like mine was like least accurate or whatever. Again, much like Rocket League. So just to hammer that point home, that this really, if there's a low level Activision guy listening, totally make this backwards compatible, because it would do super well. So yeah, that was Blur. If you like the game, I would recommend picking it up if you want to play. Just send me a Twitter invite or like the video or whatever. I'm happy to play this game whenever I can. But yeah, thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.